Welcome back, dear students, for Standard 6, Subject General Science. Students, today we will be doing with chapter number 5, Substances in the Surroundings, Their States and Properties, Module 1. My name is Ms. Jagjit Kaur. Students, before beginning with the module, let us see what are the learning objectives. So in today's module, you will be learning about the change of state of substance, heat and change of physical state, the temperature and thermometer, boiling point of water, freezing point of water, and sublimation. Now students, can you recall the solid, liquid, and gaseous states of water? Yes, water is observed in nature in three different states as liquid, that is water, solid as ice, and gas as water vapor. Students, let's try this. We have to take pieces of wax in a bowl and heat them on a candle or spirit lamp. Now answer the following questions. The first question is, how do the pieces of wax change? Yes, the physical state of pieces of wax changes from solid to liquid due to heating. Now the second question, what was the initial state of wax? Yes, correct. The initial state of wax was solid. Now the third question, what did it get converted into? Yes, it got converted into liquid state. Now the fourth question. Now keep the same bowl in cold water. What happens? Yes, correct. When we keep the same bowl in cold water, the state of wax again changes from liquid to solid. So students, change of state of substance can be defined as when a substance changes from one state to another, the process is called change of state of the substance. For example, melting of candle. In this, the solid state gets converted into liquid state. Then melting of chocolate. Here also solid state gets converted into liquid state. Then freezing of coconut oil. Coconut oil is in liquid state. So over here freezing of coconut oil is conversion of liquid state to the solid state. Then boiling of water. Here water is in liquid state. So here the conversion, the change of state is liquid to the gaseous state. Now students, observe the pictures given and read the list of the substances which are given in the picture. That is spirit, camphor, petrol, ghee, coconut oil, naphthalene balls, ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride is also called as Navsagar. Now answer the following questions. Which one freezes in winter? Yes, ghee and coconut oil freezes in winter. The next question, which liquid have you seen change into a vapor? Yes, correct. Spirit and petrol. Which solids directly change into the gaseous state? Yes, camphor, naphthalene balls and ammonium chloride directly change into the gaseous state. So students, what do we learn from this? We learn from this as that every substances found in our surroundings is in either the solid, liquid or gaseous state. If we heat or cool these substances, their state changes. Students, now let us have some information about the great scientist Josiah Willard Gibbs. Yes, Josiah Willard Gibbs was born on 11th February 1839 and he died on 28th April 1903. He was an American scientist who made significant theoretical contributions to physics, chemistry, and mathematics. In the 19th century, the scientist Willard Gibbs showed that the characteristic properties of a substance depend on its physical state and the arrangement of particles in it. Now students, let us understand the shape and the volume of solids, liquids and gases. So here we have an example for solid as iron, that is a piece of iron. The shape is that iron has a shape of its own. It retains shape no matter how it is kept. And the volume, it has a definite volume. That means solids have a definite volume. And the solids like sugar, sand, when poured on a flat surface, form a heap. Then in liquids, we have an example as water, spirit and oil. And liquids does not have a shape of its own. Liquids takes the shape of the container and it has a specific volume. That means the liquids have a specific volume. Liquids occupies definite portion of a container and liquid spreads on a flat surface on pouring. Also, liquids flows downwards along a slope. Now in gases we have the example as air. Now gases does not have a shape of its own. Also, gases occupies all the available space. Gases does not have a definite volume and on changing the pressure on a gas in a closed container, its volume also changes. Now students, you have learned that change in the physical state of a substance is an effect of the amount of heat in it. On gaining heat, the substance changes from solid to liquid and liquid to gas. On the other hand, when the substance cools or loses heat, it changes from gaseous to liquid and liquid to solid state. Students, now let's learn about the temperature and thermometer. Now we know that when water is heated in its liquid state, it takes some time to convert into the gaseous state. Similarly, when water is cooled, that means when it is kept in the fridge, it does not change into ice at once. It requires some time to change its physical state. So on heating, a substance initially becomes warm and then hot. Now to determine how hot or cold a substance is, a thermometer is used. A thermometer measures the temperature of the substance. And also the unit of temperature is degree Celsius. And we can find several types of thermometers which are available in our day-to-day life, like digital thermometer, clinical thermometer, and many more. Students, now let us see the working of a thermometer, or we can say how the temperature can be recorded in a thermometer. As we know that the thermometer consists of three main parts, namely bulb, capillary tube and scale. The bulb of a thermometer is filled with mercury. The mercury rises up to a certain level in the capillary tube above the bulb. Also, the scale is present just near to the mercury column. The temperature of a substance is determined by reading the figure near the mercury level. And students, also presently digital thermometers are frequently being used. Students, now let us see some examples with their constant temperature. So the temperature of the boiling water is 100 degrees Celsius. Then the temperature of the freezing water is 0 degrees Celsius. Then the temperature of air in the winter at night is less than 15 degrees Celsius. And the temperature of air in the summer season in afternoon is more than 35 degrees Celsius. Then the temperature inside a fridge is less than 5 degrees Celsius. And the temperature inside the freezer is less than minus 18 degrees Celsius. And the temperature of the body, we can say the temperature of a human body is approximately 37 degrees Celsius. Now let's learn about boiling. Now we know that water is continuously evaporating. We know that water spilled on the floor dries up slowly on its own. This evaporation occurs from the surface of the water. Now students, what happens when water boils? When the water boils, the water gets heated, its temperature increases and it evaporates at a faster and faster rate. We can also say that when water is heated, it becomes warm and then hot, and at a certain temperature, it starts evaporating and gets converted into steam. So when water kept on a stove attains a particular temperature or level of heat, then evaporation takes place in all parts of the body of water. Then we see that water bubbles rising at faster and faster rates to the surface and steam mixing in the air. So this is called boiling of water or ebullition. So we can define boiling point of water as the temperature at which water gets converted into steam is known as the boiling point of water or ebullition. At sea level, pure water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Students, this is the boiling point of water. And when water vapor cools, it is converted into water again, and this process is called as condensation. Now, condensation of steam also takes place at 100 degrees Celsius. It means that the boiling point and the condensation point of water are one and the same. Now students, let's learn about freezing. As we know that the water kept in a fridge or on ice becomes cooler and cooler. That is, its temperature falls. So at a certain temperature, water does not get any cooler but starts freezing and becomes solid. That is, and forms ice. So we can say that the temperature at which water gets converted into ice is known as the freezing point of water. So we can say that the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius because the temperature of a substance can fall below 0 degrees Celsius. For example, the temperature of air in the freezer of a refrigerator is around minus 18 degrees Celsius. So when ice gets heat, it starts melting or changing into the liquid state again. So we can say that when ice is heated, it starts melting at 0 degrees Celsius and gets converted into water. And this process is known as the melting of ice, or we can say melting point of water. So it means that the freezing point and the melting point of water are one and the same. So students, we can say that each substance has a specific boiling point which is same as its condensation point, and each substance has its specific melting point which is same as its freezing point. Even we can say that the temperature at which a substance boils while heating is the same as the temperature at which it condenses when it is cooled. And the temperature at which a substance freezes while cooling is the same as the temperature at which it melts when it is heated. Now students, let us understand various uses of changes of the state of substances. So the first example is of the paraffin wax. Paraffin wax is melted and the candles are made from the molten wax. Then the dry ice is used in ice cream preparation. Liquid nitrogen is used in animal husbandry. Glass is made from molten silica. Ornaments are made by melting gold and silver. Then tools are made from molten iron. Now let's see what is sublimation. The change of a solid substance directly into a gas or vapor without first changing into a liquid is called as sublimation. For example, iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride is also called as Navsagar, etc. And students, when these substances in gaseous state are cooled, they form solid crystals. Now students, this was the end of module 1. Now let's see which are the points to be remembered. When a substance changes from one state to another, the process is called change of state of the substance. Every substance found in our surroundings is in either the solid, liquid or gaseous state. If we heat or cool these substances, their state changes. In the 19th century, the scientist Willard Gibbs showed that the characteristic properties of a substance depend on its physical state and the arrangement of particles in it. Change in the physical state of a substance is an effect of the amount of heat in it. A thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the substance. The unit of temperature is degree Celsius. The temperature at which water gets converted into steam is known as the boiling point of water or ebullition. When water vapor cools, they again get converted into water. This process is known as condensation. The temperature at which water gets converted into ice is known as the freezing point of water. And the temperature at which ice gets converted into water is known as the melting point of ice. Now students, here is an assignment for you all. Now the first question is, in the paragraph given below, write the word boiling, melting, condensation or freezing in the relevant brackets. So students, 4 brackets are given. So accordingly you have to choose a relevant word for a particular bracket and you have to complete the paragraph. So the paragraph is, an ice tray was filled with water and kept in a freezer. After some time, The ice cubes were formed in the tray due to dash. When these ice cubes were kept under sunlight, they got converted into water again because of dash. The water was heated on a stove to attain a particular temperature. It was observed that there was an increase in the number of bubbles and the steam was seen mixing in the air. It happened due to the process called dash. The steam on cooling was again converted into water due to the phenomenon of dash. So students, here 4 blanks are there. The bracket blanks are there. So you are supposed to choose the correct relevant word from boiling, melting, condensation and freezing, and you have to complete the paragraph. Students, the second question is match the substances given in group A with their temperatures in group B. So 2 groups are given, group A and group B. In group A, you are having boiling point, freezing point and human body. And in group B, constant temperatures are being given. So you have to match the proper temperature for boiling water, freezing water and human body. Then the third question is right or wrong. If wrong, write the correct answer. So the first question is liquids have specific volume and occupy definite portion of a container. You have to say whether it is right or wrong. So if it is wrong, you are supposed to write the correct answer. Then the second question for right or wrong is at sea level, pure water boils at 50 degrees Celsius. Thank you, dear students. I will be back with module 2 for the same chapter. Till then, goodbye and take care.